With mountains in the background, the Bulgarian capital and its perhaps most famous landmark, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Sofia has been shaped by 7,000 years of history under the Roman, Byzantine and Ottoman empires. Stanislav Kertikov is an actor and tour guide in Sofia. He's very optimistic about the city's future.
10 years ago, Sofia was more gray. Now it's like more colorful, more vivid. A lot of interesting places, a lot of cultural events occur here.
Mount Vitosha can be seen from all over Sofia, at least when the clouds don't block the view. Stanislav Kertikov's tour group begins the day with a visit to Sofia's oldest market, the Women's Market. Farmers from all over Bulgaria sell their produce here, as well as unusual souvenirs. This metro station is called Serdica, which was the Roman name for Sofia. While building the station, workers found remains of the original city and simply left them on display. Less than 100 meters from the Roman excavations is the Banya Bashi Mosque, built by the Ottomans. And right next door, the Sephardic Synagogue. The Jewish and Muslim communities in Sofia are now relatively small, but the buildings still have great significance in the city.
What we saw so far, a mosque, a synagogue, two Christian Orthodox churches really close to each other. That's why we like to call this square here the Square of Tolerance, because we like to say that they're only one stone throw away from each other, but they never throw stones at each other.
If you start to feel a little cold during your winter tour, Sofia's thermal springs are never far away. The public baths are no longer in use, but anyone is free to sample the hot, natural mineral water. Next, it's on to the presidential palace, and then one of the city's best-kept secrets, the Church of St. George, or the Rotunda as it's known locally.
Can you guess why this Roman complex, together with this church, was surrounded by this building like this? To keep it secret. Exactly, to hide it. I told you that the communist guys, they were not really keen on religion, because either you have the godlike communist leader like Lenin, Stalin, or you have God.
The Byzantine frescoes inside the early Christian church are up to 1,000 years old. They survived Sofia's checkered history under many layers of paint. It was only during the 20th century that they were once again uncovered.
Sofia is probably the most underrated place in Europe. A lot of history and a lot of spectacular things are to be seen here, so I would invite all people of the world to come and see the beauty of our city.
Bulgaria was ruled by the communists for nearly 50 years until 1990. Today, the Museum for Socialist Art serves as a reminder of life under the communist regime. After their busy tour, the group are ready for a hearty meal at a traditional restaurant called the Kraksma. Bulgaria's rich history is also reflected in the local cuisine. Typical Eastern European dishes are mixed with spices from the Middle East. The Bulgarian kebab made of pork is very typical. Darkness falls early during winter, but there's still plenty to see and experience. The Friday Bar is one of the most popular pubs in Sofia. Tour guide Stanislav is now an actor on stage together with friends. The party atmosphere is contagious, even for those of us who don't understand a word of Bulgarian.